Supernova on GMT Radio, Night Moon. This is Super Boy.
And this is the lovely Lola.
Now watch how I put it into words of the things that I have to say. Like the answers that I've given, while on their own could never relate. Often at times they come and go, and at the same time touching on fate, revealing the truth at the same time, leaving my enemies dripping in their hate. Now the sun has begun to set. The sky decides to turn black. Don't seem like it's gonna be any wind to blow along my back. No signs of rain. So into my thoughts I begin to sink, like the rolls going from concrete, lifting my head to take a drink. Soon the clouds will go away, then tomorrow morning out comes the sun, meaning the beauty in me, like a new day, has just begun. As my continues.
Word. Speak. Without your voice, we can't speak right. So why not speak on something worth speaking about? So you have the vocal box that you have been blessed with, but become afraid to speak what is on your heart and on your mind. My father would tell me this is as a youth. It's not what you say, but how you say it. How you read it. Don't be afraid. But at the end of the day, if people are going to hate you or look at you strange, hey, change is part of the game. So speak your piece anyway. Just speak. If you've been joining, if you're listening, we appreciate you listening. That is from the unknown child named Yolan. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, Robin with Soup and Lola, we invite you to like our Facebook page. You can find out on our Facebook page how you can get a copy of the unknown child named Yolan. Also, you can also go there. Our very own Soup is celebrating 5 years of his published book, As My Ink Continues to Spill. You can also find that on our page, or you can go to the Facebook page who is sponsoring our show tonight, Motivation Point Publishing. All right. Thank you guys for joining us in the studio tonight. We're going to be talking to JordannDwayne. We have him here with us. He is an artist and a creative entrepreneur. Jordan.
How you doing?
Jordan, explain to us tell us what you do. You're an artist. First of all, let's start there. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's start there. What is your passion within the arts?
Well, it's crazy. That's an amazing question. You said, what is my passion? I think my passion is just creating. Business is what I've learned and I'm really good at. It glues everything together, but creating, and getting better, getting more professional, getting better at my just skills of creating. So I call myself a creative entrepreneur, more than just an artist, but more than a businessman, because you got to have the business to make the arts work. So put the two and two together, I came up with the title creative entrepreneur.
Now, now you are a jeweler. What do you do? That's what you do as an entrepreneur, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's part of my brand, Imperial Panache, under my whole I would say blanket, I guess, of doing my art thing, making my music and everything like that. I have my company, which basically keeps everything together, and it's Imperial Panache Jewel Co. And like I said, I'm a jeweler, but I actually own the jewelry company, so I do a lot of work for hire, bring a lot of people in to do what they're good at specifically, so we can keep everybody doing their job and everything running smoothly.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What projects are you working on right now?
Shout out to Major League, man. We working on an EP right now, but on the music right now, we're working on a really big EP, and the single from the EP is actually will be on VH1 August 17th. So we putting together a real big EP, a lot of visuals for that and everything. And then on the business side, just keeping the highest quality stuff coming up. We got a brand new product line for the JordannDwayne for the new EP coming out as well, but just a whole new product line, trying to keep the products original, just keep the work going.
Okay. Are you? What do you sing? You're a singer or a rapper?
No, I don't. I don't like to say I'm a rapper, and I definitely can't say I can sing because I can't sing. Some people can sing. I can't sing, but I make music. You know, as a whole, a very deep poetry vibe. Once again, shout out to Major because he's doing poetry over beats, which is a real big influence of everything that we doing. But it's definitely a poetry vibe. Got a lot of harmonizing and stuff like that, and so it's real good music going on.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I can't wait to hear that.
Yes, ma'am.
It sounds very much, you said, over poetry.
Hey, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you're a spoken word artist.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. Now, we talked a little bit before the show, and you have a book that's coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about your book that you have coming out.
Well, it's already out right now. It's on Barnes and Nobles, but it's called Ambition of a King: Success Secrets. And it's just yes, ma'am. It's a book that I hope brings light to a lot of people. It's a lot of motivation and inspiration and just small stories about things that I've been through to overcome, you know, and just something to keep the community and just as a whole entrepreneur. I wouldn't say anybody that just believes in what they're doing and they're not there yet, you know, it's just something to keep people going.
That's what's up. What do you find most challenging in being an entrepreneur?
Finding time to have fun, because there's really no time for that right now. Even with everything going on, you know, I decided to write the book when we were in the middle of the quarantine because we couldn't do anything with jewelry. So that side of business slowed down a lot when everything closed down for the few weeks. So while I had the downtime, it was just write another book. So it's always just the new challenge of trying to figure out what's the next thing to get done, trying to get to the next level.
That is the most challenging thing.
Yes, ma'am.
If you could give advice to someone who is starting out as an entrepreneur, what is the piece of advice you would give them?
Find the reason you want to do it and make sure it's a good reason.
It has to be something, and it has to be something that you want to do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nothing for the money. Don't do nothing for money. Don't do nothing for money. Nothing.
It has to be something that you want to do because you'll stick to it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's the lesson. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, you want to tell us how you are on social media. I want you to tell our listeners how they can get your book. And I also want to talk about your jewelry line that you have. There's some pieces that we're going to share. That we're going to share on Vibing with Soup and Lola's Facebook page. But tell us a little bit about the jewelry part. Do you actually create that? How do you sit down with someone and create their pieces?
Yes, ma'am. Well, if somebody wants to come and get, like, say, a ring or a necklace and start it completely from scratch, what we would do is have a business meeting, sit down, talk about exactly what they want, and then I would bring it to my creative team, and basically we would do the digital design and do the casting and molding, which is the process of making it actually from, you know, the digital design, the idea that you had in your idea to making it an actual physical thing. So it's a little process where you do the casting and the molding, and you have somebody actually set the stones. So it's a few hands that actually touch the piece, but it's a process that takes about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how complicated it is. But within the process, you know, you cast and mold, and then you set it out, and then you know, shine it and detail it, add the stones and everything to it, and by that time it's ready for the customer.
So if I have a piece that I want, I design the piece, I bring it to you, and you tell me what we can, if it can be done, or price it for me and everything like that?
Absolutely. If you can think of it, we can do it. If you can think of it, we can do it. Absolutely. It's just one of those things that is meeting expectation with budget. You know, some people have really, really crazy big ideas and don't understand really how the jewelry really works, whether you're working with different metals or different types of diamonds and stuff like that. But it's always able to come together. You know, whether we do, and I definitely do like payment installation, stuff like that, to help everybody out with budgets, and especially with everything going on with the virus and everything, try to just make everybody's dream come possible.
Tell everyone how the name of your jewelry business and how we can get in contact with you if we want some pieces, because we're going to share this on the page as well, along with some of the pieces that you sent, which were very creative. I have some ideas of my own.
Thank you.
Which are very nice.
Thank you so much.
Give us a social media where people can follow you and find and look at some of your stuff.
Yes, ma'am. If you want to find anything on me on social media and everything, everything is JordannDwayne. That's Jordan with 2 N's. But the jewelry company is Imperial Panache. That's Imperial Panache, Panache, Jewel Co. And we have a website as well, imperialpanache.store. But if you go to Google and you type in Imperial Panache, Panache, will come up everything you're looking for. Just give me an email, give me a ring. We look us up on Yelp. Like I said, we have a website as well. So any way you can reach out to me, come get at me. We're gonna take care of you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And if you guys are listening, if you haven't like Bob with Soup and Lola, we're gonna have Jordan's pieces that we're gonna put on the site where you can see some of the pieces that he's done, and also how you can get in contact with him. We are going to jam out for a little bit. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to Josh Jones. He is the owner of MajorLeagueBeats. He has some hot projects going on, and we're gonna chop it up with him in a little bit when we come back. Keep it locked.